We live in very unprecedented times. This guy right here, his name's Yunxian too, lived about 1 million years ago in the Hubei province. Um, there's a lot that really just comes to mind when this guy comes into conversation. And I'm rambling here. This isn't anything in particular that was like pre-prepared or anything like that. But I find it fascinating that, you know, the past 10 years, we've been living in a golden age for anything hominin related, particularly in the middle to upper Paleolithic and middle Pleistocene to upper Pleistocene. It's just been incredibly rich, like nonstop research, nonstop new finds, nonstop new revisions on previous lines that we've held regarding, our close relatives and even our own story. And this guy in particular is what really makes me think about these quote unquote unprecedented times. We live in a time period where there's only one hominin around, and that's just us. There's no Neanderthals, there's no Denisovans, there's no Erectus peoples, there's no Floresian people, there's no Luzon people, there's no Naledi, there's no so on and so forth and so forth and so. It's just us, right? And our definition of what humanity is, mind you, determined by a very specific subset of people. It's very much so defined by that lack of ambiguity. And something that's come to my mind as recent, especially since a lot of my reconstructions right now are particularly based on hominins, ones that should be coming out relatively soon. The species concept, as we're familiar with it, the Linnaean concept, is consistently being tested on a day-to-day basis, and where better to look than with hominins? Genuinely, I think we found ourselves in a very interesting position, and this guy, again, really just puts that to the test. Now, whether they end up being of Denisovan origin or lineage, or end up being an entirely different thing that we're not yet familiar with, that's a whole other conversation. This human tree is constantly meshing in with other branches and filling in other gaps that we thought were clear and we thought were very well understood, when in reality it's that we have ghost branches that have ghost branches that have ghost branches on top. And it puts me back in the position of folks who lived in this time period that was precedented, not unprecedented, where you did have like 5 other hominins coexisting with you at any given point in time on planet Earth.